Hey guys, welcome back to Read Instead. I'm Jake, glad to have you here. We got a special edition video today. I'm heading down to the used bookstore, my favorite store in the world. So come along with me and we'll have some fun. Stay tuned. You know, it's interesting, it's Friday noontime and this place is packed. Alright. First thing I always do when I come in here is I turn in my old books, paperbacks that I'm not going to read anymore. So let's go do that and see if we can get some store credit.
I always gotta go with don't drink the water. Cornbread and alligator pie are the two that any show I would love to take.
Wow.
The newer stuff, I'll take it. If I'm gonna go with one of the old ones, I mean, You Might Die Trying might be one of the best of all time. So overplayed. Some of the
songs on the Crash album that aren't as big a hits are some of my favorites. Love It Laid Down.
Oh yeah.
I never even tried. So one of the things that I have to do is take some pictures of my bookshelves at home, just to make sure I can squeeze any more new books on there, and then also I don't want to get a book that I already have, so I refer to that a lot. Sooner or later, when I get to books that I didn't like so much, you'll no doubt see this one on there. But that's a long ways off. Come on. You know, one of the reasons why I love coming here is because you can find a book like this. Look at this, Gillian Flynn's Gone Girl, absolute classic. And look at the price on this. And this is it's even more off than this, but just look at that. It looks brand new. Here's a perfect example of why you guys should check the store out, or any used bookstores near you. I made a video on this book a little while ago, The Eye of the Needle. Look at the price on this. So think about that. For less than a cup of coffee, you can read The Eye of the Needle by Ken Follett. You know, one thing I've never really understood is why everyone is so quiet at the bookstore. It's not a library, but I think people treat it like it is. The checkout process is quick and easy every time. Alright guys, I'm all done with my shopping at the used book superstore in Burlington, Massachusetts. It's on Cambridge Street. I would encourage you guys, if you live in the area, check it out. I'll give you an example of why you should check it out, right? All these books here, and I'll show you what I got. The total was $30, and I got nothing against Barnes & Noble. I love going to Barnes & Noble, but a new hardcover novel at Barnes & Noble will usually run you $30. So I got all these books used for $30. Real quick, these aren't reviews or anything. Let me just show you. This is The Heroes by Joe Abercrombie, one of my favorite fantasy writers. This is like the 5th book in an installment by him, all within the First Law universe, world, whatever you want to call it. Nelson DeMille, A great crime writer, one of my favorites. I've never read this. I just saw this on another YouTube channel that this is one of his better books. Cathedral. You guys know that I just finished The Old Man and the Sea, my first Ernest Hemingway book, and I enjoyed it. So I figured for $4 I'd also get The Sun Also Rises, another classic novel by Ernest Hemingway. This is not for me, that's for someone else. This is also not for me, although that would be funny if it was for me. Alright? Yeah, I've heard so much about this novel right here, Robert McCammon. You guys know I reviewed Boy's Life by Robert McCammon, a novel that I really like, and this book right here, Swan Song, is one of his classic novels. It might be the novel that he's most known for, even more so than Boy's Life. So I think I might want to read this before the summer's over. Swan Song. And last but not least, I've been going through The Saxon Tales by Bernard Cornwell, one of my favorite authors. And I actually have this in hardcover on my shelf at home, but I like to read paperbacks. I could take it with me, put it in my backpack, throw it in my pocket if it's small enough. The Empty Throne, this is next on the list for me in The Saxon Tales by Bernard Cornwell. So that's it. One more time. The Super Used Bookstore in Burlington, Massachusetts. Most of the books in here, I always liken it to a cup of coffee, because most of us drink coffee every day. Some of us even buy a cup of coffee every day, and most of the books in here are right around the price of a cup of coffee if you go to Starbucks or something like that. So just think about that. Used Book Superstore, Burlington, Massachusetts. See you guys later.